Fine. So today we will be actually working on how many of you were successful in creating an AWS account? You have recently or long back? Okay. 2 months back అంటే ఇప్పుడు జూలై తర్వాత డేట్ గుర్తుందా? జూలై 15th తర్వాత నుంచి వాళ్ళు అంతకుముందు 1 year ఫ్రీ ఉండేది. అంటే మీ జూలై 15 తర్వాత క్రియేట్ చేశారు. Fine. When did you
I
create?
have to create.
Okay, fine. You created it yesterday.
Yes.
6 months. 6 months. July 15th ముందు క్రియేట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళకి 1 year ఉండేది. Okay, fine. That's okay. Anyhow, let's get into that. So today I will show you how to first we'll focus only on the creation of the Linux servers. I told you yesterday, I just gave a basic introduction to that. To create these Linux servers, one is you can do it on your personal computer, and the next one is we can depend on something called as, cloud. And in the cloud also, to create the Linux server, I will show you all the 3 clouds. One is AWS, Azure, and the next cloud is GCP, all 3 clouds. In case, for sure, some of you might face a problem creating a account on the cloud. For those people, on your personal computer, I will teach you how to create a Linux machine with the help of something called Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtualization software through which you can create a Linux machine on your personal computer. But this will work only if you are having a decent configuration computer. Some outdated machines, if you are using, Vagrant will not work. So always, I mean, my recommendation is you please go with the cloud. In case for some reason you are not able to create a cloud account, then only you look into the Vagrant part. So totally 4 different ways of creating Linux servers I am showing you. You people stick to only one process. Don't practice all 4. Okay, don't waste time on that. So let's start with Vagrant. Now, in order to work on Vagrant, on your personal computer, you have to install certain softwares. Okay, the first software that you need to download and install is called as Oracle VirtualBox. This is a free software. You can download it and install it. It will hardly take 5 minutes or so for downloading and installing it. So let me show you. Simply go into Google and there you type Oracle VM VirtualBox download. So this is the official site of your Oracle VirtualBox. Come here, and my personal computer is running on what? Download it. Just click on Windows. A setup file you will get. Install it. Tells kada. Double click on next. On Windows, installation is not a rocket science. You just blindly click on it and it gets installed. Hardly 5 minutes it will take, and you people will get a software with a name called as Oracle VirtualBox. This is the software. Let me just open it. Okay, already I created a server earlier. Just to avoid confusion, I'll delete this server. So when you open your Oracle VirtualBox, this is how your screen looks like. Okay, whatever you see on my machine, this is the Oracle VirtualBox. It's a free software, no license, nothing. It will work forever. The next software you need to download and install is called Vagrant. Again, go into Google and this time you type Vagrant download. Vagrant is a very easy mechanism of creating Linux machines. If you want, you can create a virtual machine with downloading the ISO image and all that, but it takes time. Here, if your internet connection is good, it just takes less than 5 minutes time to create a Linux server. So click on this install Vagrant and what? Go to the, my computer is running on Windows. So download that Windows version. Again, you'll get a setup file, installable file. Next, 2-3 minutes, Vagrant gets installed. After installing Vagrant, you open your Windows command prompt. We call it as the DOS command prompt. Open that. And there you give a command, Vagrant -version. If Vagrant is successfully installed, it will show you what is the version that you people have installed. That's it. Oracle VirtualBox download and install. The second software is Vagrant. Download and install. Once you do these 2 activities, our IntelliQ team will give you a Ruby file. This Ruby file is called as a Vagrant file. Okay, our team will send you that file. What you need to do is download that file into an empty folder on your desktop or in your documents. You create a blank folder. That folder should not have any other data except your Vagrant file. Whatever file we are sending you, don't edit that file. Just download it into a empty folder. Copy paste it in a empty folder. Let me show you how that file actually looks like. I think I have it somewhere on my desktop, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is the one. See, this is called as the Vagrant file. As I told you, this is created using Ruby. We'll send you this file. Okay, just for your understanding, I'll change the name of this machine. I will call this as a Linux server. That's better because currently we are not practicing Docker, we are not practicing Jenkins. All we are doing is Linux. Okay, so and the IP addresses also I'll change because these IP addresses were already used in my case. I'll just change it something like this. Now you people don't need to touch this Docker, this Jenkins file. This is a Jenkins file which is going to create a virtual machine which will consume 2 CPUs and 2 GB of memory approximately. Now what I am trying to tell is save this file in an empty folder. See, this is my Vagrant file, right? So all I need to do is I will just copy this file. Maybe on my desktop, I am creating a new folder. I will call this folder with any name. Shall we call that folder as? Okay, already VM folder is there, it seems. So I'll create another folder. I will call this folder as new VM. VM stands for virtual machine. And in that folder, I am going to paste this Vagrant file. So it's not difficult. Only 3 steps you have done. One is installing a software called Oracle VirtualBox. The second one is installing another free software called Vagrant. Then we will send you a Vagrant file. You are not touching that Vagrant file. You are simply pasting that Vagrant file into an empty folder. That folder I have created where on my desktop. Once you do that, you open your command prompt. See, if you want, you can also give like this. The Vagrant file is present in a folder called as new VM. Here you just click on open in terminal, which means the command prompt, the PowerShell will be opened. And here you just need to give one command. What is that? Vagrant up. That's it. And wait for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how fast your internet is. A new Linux server gets created on your personal computer. If your internet is super fast, it will do in 2 minutes. Otherwise, on an average, within 5 minutes, a Linux machine comes up. That's it. Just hit Vagrant up and wait. Ubuntu Linux server gets created on your personal computer. Linux server is getting created, which is running on OS called as Ubuntu. Ubuntu is one of the flavors of Linux. Linux comes in a number of flavors. One flavor of Linux is called as Ubuntu. So if you go to your Oracle VirtualBox, do you see there is a Ubuntu machine which is slowly coming up. Currently, it is shown as powered off. In a few seconds, it will come into running condition. Just wait.
So I have to purchase the laptop first. In my office laptop, will that be allowed?
If you are able to access cloud via browser, that is sufficient. Just check it. AWS, when you create an account, From browser, if there are no proxies, you are able to access it directly. That is sufficient. This vagrant and all these things you can ignore. Yeah, that's what you can ignore it. No need. Mostly 90% your office laptop will work.
I didn't carry because I have to carry 2 laptops. That's why.
Yeah. So
I will check. If not, then
personal
what is the
computer, personal computer.
what is the configuration?
Any minimum configurations, because all we require is a computer which can connect to the internet. That's the only requirement.
Normal computer.
Normal computer. See, I think my server is ready. And see, less than 5 minutes, there is a Linux server which is currently in running condition. It's running on my personal computer. How do you access that? Just double click on it. And it's asking for the username and the password. You know what is the username? The default username is Vagrant and the password also is Vagrant. That's it. This is my Ubuntu Linux server, and whatever Linux commands I'm going to teach you, you can start executing those commands over here. This is a Linux machine that we have created on our personal computer. Okay. So I told you there are different ways of, creating the environment, right? Okay, so currently what we have done is we have created the Linux machine on our personal computer. Now these computers will be consuming hardware. How much hardware I have given? 2 GB of memory and 2 core CPUs. So once your practice is over, it's always better you shut down the server. See, right click and then click on stop. And then click on power off. Power off means shut down. You're not deleting it. You're just turning off the computer. Tomorrow when you want to practice, again, you can just right click and click on start and you can start using it. Okay. This is how you create Linux machines on your personal computer. This should be your last choice. Though I am showing it first, I don't want you people to waste time on this. If you people are comfortable in creating an account on the cloud, don't even touch this Vagrant. No need. See, again and again, I'm repeating. Currently, we are not interested in cloud or Vagrant. We are interested in a Linux machine. I want a Linux machine. Whichever is the easiest process, you follow that. Sometimes some students will find cloud is more easy. Go with cloud. If you find cloud is difficult, you are not able to sign up, then you go with Vagrant. See, sitting at home, I can just open Amazon.com and I can order an iPhone. Let's say my internet is not working properly, Amazon page is not opening, still I want to buy an iPhone. Then what I will do, I'll go to the retailer. That will take some time. I have to spend 15-20 minutes traveling from my home to some shop where they are selling iPhones and I have to purchase it. Similar to that. Cloud is already someone is giving you all the infrastructure that is much more faster and easier. Vagrant is you are creating the Linux machine on your personal computer. I hope everyone understood. Okay. So this is the way of creating a Linux server on your personal computer. Next, let's say you don't want to do this. I want to depend on cloud. Then as I told you, you people can go either with the AWS cloud or you can go with the Azure cloud or you can go with the GCP. Today I'm going to show you on all the 3 clouds. But keep in mind, if you create an account on AWS now, this account will work for 6 months. Azure account will work only for 1 month. Almost you can make it work for 2 months. Though they say 1 month, you can use it for almost 2 months without paying any money. GCP account will work for 3 months. But there is another problem in GCP. GCP account starts working only when you have auto debit facility enabled in your bank account. What is auto debit? Google Fellow will directly take money from your account without your permission. Whereas for AWS and Azure, that's not necessary. In AWS, what happens is, let's say you have used some services and you are supposed to pay some money for it. AWS will simply raise an invoice saying this much money you have to pay. If you don't pay, they will block your AWS account. They don't take money from your credit card or debit card. Same thing in Azure also, nothing to worry. But on GCP, the services will start working only if you have auto debit facility. Otherwise, account creation will happen. When you're signing up for the Google Cloud account, they'll deduct 2 rupees from your account and the account comes up. But when you are trying to create the Linux servers, that fellow says there is some problem with your bank account. So auto debit facility should be there, then only Google Cloud account will work. So for now, I would say it's okay, leave GCP. Either you create an account on AWS or Azure, any one will be sufficient. Okay. So, but I'll show on all three clouds. Okay. Now, AWS, let's start with AWS. Now, because my AWS account already I have done a lot of changes, I want any one of you to log in into your AWS account for today so that I can show you how the things happen from scratch. See, when you go to the AWS sign up page, there is a user called as I am user, and there is another user called as root user. For now, go log in as a root user because you are the owner of the account. Whatever AWS account you have created, you are the owner. So log in as a root user. When you say root user, that fellow is going to ask for your email ID and your password. The username password AWS account. ఎంతకాలం ఏం చేసి because my account already things are configured, I just want to show you on a new account. Welcome. I'll talk about this multi-factor authentication, all that. Initially, it's not necessary. Only username and password will be sufficient to log in. Realize not sending anything. Not it. మొబైల్ అయినా లేకపోతే ఇంకేమైనా పెట్టారా వైఫైకి అక్కడ లాగిన్ అయ్యి ఉంటే రావాలి జస్ట్ ట్రై ఇట్ వన్ మోర్ టైం జస్ట్ ట్రై ఇట్ వన్ మోర్ టైం యా ఇట్ కేమ్ అప్ యూజర్ నేమ్ కేమ్ అప్ లేదు లేదు రాలేదు పట్టలేదు వచ్చిందా చూసుకోవచ్చు ప్లీజ్ ఒక నిమిషం
Whether the direct comment.
Anyone else has a username and password? Let's try it. It's okay, no issues. Wait, sign in with a different account. Don't have? What are they? Common.
.com.
Sorry. For security concerns, they're asking you to reset your password.
Okay, first.
Wait. Enter that 32 FH. 32 Z. That, yeah, three Z, not two. Z. Z, FH, WZ. FH.
I think capital Z.
Yeah. Capital Z, F is small. F is small. F small. F.
Yeah, of course.
No,
Right.
capital is incorrect. Try this one. ఒకసారి మీ ఈవెంట్ చెక్ చేసుకోండి.
So you have to go to the office or work from home is going on?
I have to go, not daily, but I have to go.
Luckily, from past 5 years, for that WFH is going on.
Last 5 years only work from.
I went to the office if any client is coming or I have to visit somewhere. No, maybe I went only 10, 12 times maximum.
In 5 years. Wow. Wow.
But now maybe the policies will change. Now the Capgemini is a picture.
That's true.
I'm not a
That's if I can make language. It's not necessary. Do it later. Skip for now. Okay. It's fine. So please see this. This is probably a new AWS account. I'll not use it for more than 5 minutes. Okay. So don't worry. What we will do is we'll just try to understand how to create the servers on the AWS cloud. See, I think I already mentioned this yesterday. On the AWS cloud, the servers that we are trying to create are called as instances. And these instances are created with the help of a particular service of AWS, which is called as EC2. Okay. EC2 stands for
Elastic Cloud Compute Cloud.
Elastic Cloud Computing or Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay. Compute Cloud. What is the meaning of that? It's a computer which is running on the cloud. Elastic in nature. What is the meaning of elastic? Depending on your business requirement, you can increase the hardware or decrease the hardware. So they call it as EC2. Fine. Now, once you log in into your AWS account, what you are supposed to do is, yeah. See, on the top right corner, you people will see some city names. You know what are these? In
Regions.
AWS terminology, we call them as regions. Regions are the cities where the data centers of AWS are present. Data centers in the sense the physical buildings where all these servers are maintained. Now, you can select whichever city you want. For example, I want North California. What does that mean? I am trying to create a Linux server. That Linux server will be created in the North California data center of AWS. Once I select North California, any city, I'm just taking North California as an example. Search for a service called as EC2. Okay. Click on that EC2 and click on instances. See, instance is nothing but a server. I don't have any instance. Click on launch instance and you give some name for the server. Maybe I will call this server as server 1. And then they are asking you which operating system you want, which OS you want. I want to take Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a flavor of Linux. So take that Ubuntu. Don't disturb the other components. instance type, all these don't disturb, because they are working on the free time. The kind of server is T3.micro. T3.micro means it is a machine which has 2 CPUs and 1 GB of memory. All that headache is not necessary for you now because it is free. We are using it. You don't need to pay a single rupee to use that. The next one is key pair. What is key pair? My Linux server is getting created in North California, whereas I am sitting here in India.
Okay.
Sitting in India, I want to access the servers which are running in North California. Obviously, I require some kind of security mechanism. Password, something is necessary. That is called as a key pair. So what you do is click on create key pair, give some name for the key. I will call this key as Linux key and click on create key pair. You people will notice that a file is downloaded. What is the name of the file?
PEM file.
Linux.pem. As long as I have this file, I can connect to those servers. That's a security file which I need to connect to that server. We generally have PEM files and PPK file, but what is the full form? I don't know. Fine. Anyhow, this is the Linux server. Then you go to the network settings. One thing you have to do here, just click on edit. Change this from SSH to all traffic. And then the server is getting created with how much storage? 8 GB. In the free version of AWS that we are using, up to 30 GB of storage is free. I'm consuming 8 GB, but how much is free? 30 GB is free. Fine. Next. How many servers you want to create? Number of instances? One server. Click on launch instance. It will just take 5 to 10 seconds and Ubuntu Linux server gets created. Wow, something went wrong. Shh, the account is currently blocked. This is an old account, huh? It's a blocked account. It's blocked. Please contact again. This
I think
billing
you have-
related issues.
I think maybe you have to change your the regions once again.
No,
Different
no.
of
The account itself is a blocked account. They are not
Yeah.
allowing you to create anything. So this account will not work.
The account is currently blocked or
Yeah, yeah.
recognize it as valid account is called.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. We'll just work on it. Anyone else has an AWS account? Working AWS account? Oh,
Actually, I already created for my account in Norton right now. For it is suspended of my account.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, we'll try with some other account, so nothing to worry. Okay, if it's there,
Yeah,
we can do it. Otherwise, no problem.
Sure.
But if that account was working when we clicked on launch instance, it would have created a Linux server. In the last moment, our time is bad. It's okay. At least I'll try to show it on the other clouds. So let's say
Can I share my detail?
you have your username and password.
Yes.
Yeah, please share it. And once the class is over, please change it also.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Just can you ping it on the chat box?
Yeah, sure.
It was working.
Block చేసేస్తారు. Nowadays, the restrictions are becoming more and more tight. You can create, but you need to use a new card, a new email ID. Then you should. But I think. Oh. It's okay. I think one of our online student is pinging. So let's just wait. In Docker, you're asked which tool. I mean, every tool has its own projects. Not just one project. We'll have multiple projects. On Jenkins, we'll have a Java-based project. When I'm teaching you Kubernetes, we'll have a .NET Node.js-based microservices project. Like this, multiple projects we have. Every tool will have its own project. individual tool level, it will not be end-to-end. It will go only specific to that particular tool.
I've shared the credential.
Everything is over. We'll have an end-to-end project where all tools will be integrated. Yeah, just a second. Let me try with your credentials. We have a complete project where all tools will be integrated, and I will show that project. Okay, just a second. Chat box, that's what. Venkat, this was an account that you created recently, or no, it's not allowing me to go inside.
You need to type here. Password.
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what is the captcha? C R N kada? R N E Y 5. Star and hash kada?
Yes, star and hash. It was created recently. It's 1 month ago. I just disconnect.
7.
7 or J?
Yeah.
It's J only. J W T B C D. Captcha entry is incorrect. Okay, now let's be careful with the captcha. What is that?
Refresh it because
M R 76.
6M.
What is this? Authentication information is incorrect. Venu, the password you have given as it is, I'm entering.
Capital V.
Yeah, password Venkat, is it starting with capital V? I was giving capital V only. The problem is every time it's asking for this. F.
So capture
No, it's not captcha. The username and password level only there's some problem. We tried with capital letters and small letters, still it's not working. It's okay, nothing to worry.
I think your authentication information is incorrect.
Can you try with star as starting?
Acha, you pinged another password.
Yes, yes.
Acha, okay, just a second. Tell me what is that? 3S 2N 8D.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you got a code. Venkat, can you just check it to your email ID? A verification code was sent to your email ID. Just check it once.
Yeah, I got the mail. It's 000224.
1 second. 00
222
222. Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay, fine. So please see this. The server creation which failed in the previous account will be successful now. As of now, all this is not necessary. As we did earlier, the same drama we are going to follow, the same steps we are going to follow. The first thing that you are doing is you are selecting the region in which location you want to create. So we selected which region? North California. Then we are going for a particular service called as EC2. See, this is the EC2 service. And one more time, we are looking at the navigations. How did you do that? You clicked on instances. And when you click on instances, it says there are no instances. How did we do that? Launch instance. You are giving some name for the server. Maybe I'm calling it as server 1. Which flavor of Linux you are selecting? Ubuntu. And remaining things I'm not disturbing. Because, hey, this is a new account or what? It doesn't show it as free, then.
It's a new account. 1 month ago, I have created.
Okay, fine. So the next thing is key pair. So create a new key pair. I will call this as my Linux key. Whatever name you want, you can just give that name, my Linux key. And as long as I have the security key, I will be able to connect to that server. In network settings, I said you need to do one thing. What is that? Click on edit and change this from SSH to all traffic, and the server is getting created with 8 GB of storage. How many servers you are creating? One server. I click on launch instance. This will work now. And you people will notice that if you click on view all instances, a Linux server is in running condition. It's running in which location? North California. I already told you yesterday, the Linux servers that you are creating on the cloud or the Linux machines that I created locally, they don't support graphical features. They have only command line interface. That command line interface is called as a terminal. How do you connect to that? Multiple ways are there. For today, the easiest way, those of you who are using company laptops, where you can't install anything on your machine, this is the best process. Highlight that server, click on connect, and you have an option called as EC2 instance connect. Highlight that option and then click on connect. That's it. The connection is established within the browser. Did you observe on my personal computer, I did not install anything. Still, you are able to connect to that server. Which server you are connecting? Server 1, which is running on the AWS cloud, North California region. See, this is my Linux server. Whatever Linux commands I'm going to teach you from Monday onwards, you can start executing those commands here. Okay. Now, please see this. One more time, very quickly, I'll show you the navigations. We logged in into AWS. We identified one region. We are searching for a service called as EC2. You are clicking on instances, clicking on launch instance. You are giving some name for the server. What is the name I'm giving for my server? I'm calling it as server 2. Ubuntu operating system we are using. And then some server, whatever it is, you just don't change that. Key pair, you can use the same key pair again. What is our key pair? By Linux key. Then in network settings, edit, change this from SSH to all traffic. The server is getting created with 8 GB. Now this is my second server, which means how much storage you are consuming? 16 GB, 30 GB work free. So which means if I create a third server also, it is going to be 24 GB, no problem. But if I create the fourth server, then it is going to become 32 GB. More than 30 GB, they'll start charging you. Okay. So currently you're in the safe zone, nothing to worry. And how many servers? One server. Click on launch instance. And then click on view all instances. You will see a second server is coming up. What is the name of the server? Server 2. Now I want to connect to the server 2. How do you do that? Highlight that server, click on connect, select this option called EC2 instance connect, and then click on connect. That's it. The connection is getting established within the browser and you are currently connecting to server 2 instance. Okay. So all the Linux commands you can start executing here.
Just one thing. Suppose I have now I have created two ECs with 16 GB storage. Now, if I delete one, then 8 GB will be released.
Yes, it will be released. Okay, and there are a few more interesting things I'll tell you. See this. How many servers we have created? Two servers. Of course, for the time being, one server is sufficient for the initial few classes. Once your practice is over, what mistake students do is they simply sign out of their account. Sign out is not important. Shutting down the servers is important. Okay, you should not leave the servers in running status. Once your practice is over, highlight the servers, click on instant state, and then click on stop. If you want, you can also click on what is the meaning of terminate? They are deleted, permanently deleted. You have to again recreate. Stop means shut down. You can again start them again and you can use it. I am terminating these servers. Why stopping the servers is necessary, I'll tell you. in 1 month, AWS says that when you are working on the free account, you should not use more than 750 hours in 1 month. More than 750 hours if you use, they'll charge you. Now here, there are a lot of doubts revolving around this. Why? Because our intelligent people calculated that in 1 month, you don't have 750 hours. 1 day, how many hours you have? 24. 10 days, it is going to become 240. If your month is 30 days, it's going to become how many hours? 720. Even if your month is 31 days, the total number of hours you have is 744. But AWS tells if you use more than 750 hours, then you have to pay money. How is it possible? It is possible. One server, if you are using for 1 hour, AWS will treat it as 1 hour. 2 servers, if you are using it for 1 hour, that fellow calls it as 2 hours. So those 2 servers, if I leave it in running condition till tomorrow, you think it is 24 hours. That fellow will call it as 48 hours. You are understanding? That's one thing. And second thing, the instances that we are using, the servers we created, come under a category called as on-demand instances. There are types of servers. We'll understand as we go. On-demand instances, they calculate based on hours, not on minutes. You know what that means? I created the servers and I used them for less than 5 minutes. Today, if you look at my navigations, I did not even keep the servers for 5 minutes, but that fellow will call it as 1 hour. Since 2 servers I have created, he will call it as 2 hours, which means if you create a server, use it only for 1 minute or you use it for 59 minutes, that fellow will treat it as 1 hour. If you use the server for 61 minutes, he will call it as 2 hours. Hours, not on minutes, not on minutes. Once you cross 60 minutes, 61 minutes means 2 hours. 61, 62, 63, up to 120, whatever you use, that fellow will still count it as 2 hours. Like that, if you cross 750 hours, it will become chargeable. So that is why we say once your practice is over, immediately shut down the server. No need to terminate, at least shut down the server. Okay. So, I mean, today we have, I thought of showing all 3 clouds, but we are running out of time. We can't do that. So Monday session, very quickly, I'll show it on this is my Azure account, on the Azure account and also on the Google Cloud account. Okay. Venkat, thank you so much, Venkat. I'm logging out of your account. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah. So, and also change the password, please. Okay. Because, almost everyone has seen that password. Please change it. So, yeah. So, next session, very quickly, we'll see how to create those Linux servers on the remaining 2 clouds, and then we'll move into the practical part of working on the Linux commands. Okay, so 2 ways we have seen. One is Vagrant to install it on your personal computer. Next one is called EC2 instances, through which you are doing it on the AWS cloud, Azure and Google Cloud also. We'll try to see. So yeah, tomorrow we don't have a session. Sunday again, we'll continue on Monday, same time. Okay.
9.
Monday 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Online students, you too can leave. Okay. We'll resume on Monday.